Okay, so we are back here. We are up and running again, guys. So the series has moved on, and I definitely want to apologize first and foremost as far as for yesterday was really, uh, dare I say, wasn't feeling good. Wasn't feeling good at all. So by God's grace and mercy, we're back here, and the show must go on. So day 13 of the Facebook Live series titled Quotes. This is your host here, Sean White. And you know something, guys? I want to go ahead and jump right into it because this is a pretty good talk. And definitely because I have some few things. So I want to go ahead and jump right into it. So let's get the pleasantries out of the way. That for all those that's hopping on board, do me a favor if you will. As far as your captions on the live, put in the hashtag live. Let me know where you're tuning in from, of course. And on the replay, go ahead and do the same thing. And so the title of this talk is going to be, and dare I say, is that failure is not the end of my story. However, it's the start of your comeback story. I want to say that one more time again because that's so powerful, guys. And also, I'm going to bring in my special guest that's going to go ahead and help me, deliver this talk. So again, failure is not the end of my story. It's the start of your comeback story. And that's what separates more so of the have and the have-nots, right? The average from the successful, the mediocre from the elite, right? Is that particular mindset. And I love that because of the fact that with failure, hey Ron, thank you so much for hopping on. I definitely do appreciate that. So here's the thing too, right? That when we hear the words failure, like honestly, nobody wants to be considered as a failure, right? I mean, let's just call it what it is, right? No one wants to be considered as a failure, right? It's bad, right? It's like, I don't want to be labeled as no failure. I don't want to be no loser, right? No. I want to win everything, and I want to be successful, right? And it's so super easy to paint that picture on the outside of just feeling like, yeah, I'm a winner. But in the inside, you're like, man, I failed at this again. I failed at that again. Right? So, with this here, and it's something in which I want to go ahead and point before we go ahead and jump into this a bit more, is that in terms of business or in terms of you doing any kind of career, right, or any kind of goal, anything we say you're striving for, believe it or not, that is part of the process. It's most certainly part of the journey. And I'm going to mention to you a few points on why, as far as, not only is that necessary, but also on how you can say, you know what, even though I start out that way, however, I'm a comeback champion, and it's part of my story. And to help me out with that, I have my special guest, because I did tell you guys I have a special guest, right? So I want you to say hello to Blinky. So Blinky is going to help me hammer this point home. So say hi, Blinky. Hey, Ronnie. All right, cool. So Blinky, relax a little bit. All right, so so the first point in which I came to mind, guys, when I was actually thinking about this quote is that number one, that failure creates resilience. I'm going to go ahead and say that again. Failure creates resilience. And I think about that as far as when I first started out as being an entrepreneur. Right, Blinky? Mm-hmm. All right, cool. See, even Blinky even says, right? So I remember when my first business, and I started with a company called Zuma. And I'm going to leave it that. Just leave it at that, right? And I was with this company, and essentially, right, I had some success. Things was moving. We had pretty good momentum. But yet, I was really trying to crack as far as on how to become as far as like a 5-figure earner, right? How to become like a 6-figure earner. And essentially, I done tried just about everything, guys. I did all the techniques. I've been on all the calls, everything, invested time, money, effort. And for whatever reason, it just didn't work out that way. And I was like, and it hurt. It hurt, being new, being an entrepreneur, first business, things didn't work out. And I was like, immediately I started having thoughts like, I don't think this network marketing thing is working out. I've been doing this for like around 6 months, right? Can you guys relate? 6 months, and yet I'm ready to go ahead and give up, right? And I'm so glad that I didn't, because what that has done is that literally it gave me the resilience, and it pretty much showed me as far as on what I was made of, in which that I had to adopt early on that yes, I failed at that particular one, but guess what? I'm just starting, right? So I had to learn to give myself grace. And I know a lot of people, they feel like that as well, like because they've been a part of something maybe about a couple of weeks or a month or 6 months or even a year, and you're not seeing the results and you're feeling like more so that you're a failure. No, I want you to use that, right, as learning lessons, which brings me to point number 2, is that because we're going to use those as learning lessons, it's actually a good thing. And this was something that took me a while, because I was like, wait a minute, why would that be a good thing? Blanky, can you tell them why that would be a good thing? Because of the fact that it shows you, it builds up confidence and it builds character within you. So it builds that resilience. Sean, didn't I tell you this a long time ago? Yeah, Blinky, but Yeah. Yeah, he did tell me a long time ago, right? Thank you, Blinky, I appreciate that. But anyway, lessons are actually shown through the failure process. Because again, I want you to think about it this way, right? If I went and looked at it that way and said, okay, you know what? Just like anything else, just like as far as with a job, just like with any other project, if I don't go through the growing pains, then how can I learn from my mistakes, and how can I learn from my setbacks or quote unquote my failures? It's something that's truly, truly necessary and needed, I believe, as far as to get to the next level. So that's number 2, right? Number three, failure, what it does is that it builds up your confidence. And I can definitely, I can attest to that truly, because I remember when I started doing Facebook Lives, and I talk about this story a lot, and every time I think about it, it's like, wow, yeah. It was very challenging and very scary, to say the least. And if you would have seen my first Facebook Lives, oh my goodness, like, guys, can you picture this? Like, hey guys, hey, how you doing? Sean White here, Atlanta, Georgia, and guys, just on here, and so I'm very, very nervous, right? And but anyway, guys, I had a whole bunch of stuff, and just I'm just here, guys. I'm like very, very nervous, but yeah. So a little bit more about myself, right? And so on and so on and so on. And so my confidence, my self-esteem was like super low, right? Obviously, because my first Facebook Live, and like with many others, you're gonna be nervous, right? It's your first live, you're in front of a camera, for crying out loud. You don't know how people are gonna perceive you. But because of the fact I kept going and kept going and kept going, even though I was failing time and time and time again, the point in which I want to make is that due to the fact of me, I just kept going, I used that as fuel to go ahead and get better. And what I did is I actually used to start modeling and just learning from other people. How the way they do their Facebook Lives, right? Their delivery, their pitch, why they're saying this, why they're using that particular point, how's their lighting, how's everything, right? And so in turn, through repetition and through learning and studying from others, right, I started to get better. Especially when I found out from other individuals that, guess what? They started sharing the same things, right? On how they was nervous, on how when they first started, they used to be stumbling and fumbling, and they used to share all that. And I was like, wow. So I said, well, if they can do it and get better, right, as what Michelle stated, mastering it, then so can I. Right? I'm no different than them. So the more I kept doing it, the more confident I got, right? And my self-esteem has grown. Let me ask you guys a question. What area of your life, what area of your business where you start out in the beginning, right? You were scared, you were terrified, you were nervous. But as time and time went on, you gotten better, you improved, you slowed down, you was able to connect with your clients more, you was able to listen more, right? In terms of closing questions, you was able to ask those right kind of questions, right? So it's all just repetition. And like I mentioned in the beginning, Jasmine, welcome. Thank you so much. And Miss Shirley, thank you so much for hopping on as well. So the point in which I'm trying to get at is that you can look at it one or two ways when it comes to failure. You can look at it and say, you know what, Jasmine, I tried doing this Facebook Live, I sucked, I bombed the first time. I reached out to that particular, client or prospect, and they hung up in my face and was like, I suck. Or you can say, you know what? This is not gonna be the end of my story. No, I don't think so. Right? This is gonna be my comeback story, right? I'm gonna get better at this, right? And I'm gonna get to a point where I'm gonna dedicate myself. And you know what? I'm gonna get better and better and better and better, right? You have a choice. For me personally, and for those that I connect and align myself with, they have that same mentality, right? And guess what? And even Blinky here, he feels the same way. Blinky motivates me dearly. Tell him, Blinky, gotta get better and better and better. You gotta motivate, you gotta encourage, you gotta inspire, you gotta do your affirmations, you gotta make it happen, family. This is what it's all about. I the tiger, right? Or I the bear. There's a little humor there, guys. Just a little humor. So in closing, I want to go ahead and leave you guys with a closing thought, with something. Thank you. I appreciate that, Jasmine. Just a little closing thought here. I want you to think about people like Colonel Sanders, on how he was denied 1,000 times, guys. I want you to think about this. 1,000 times selling his chicken recipe. To 1,000 people, they said, nope, 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 nope. 65 years of age, right? I want you to picture this in your mind right now. 65 years of age, right? Retired, had a dream, had a vision. He said, you know what? No matter what, I'm going to make this happen. The 1,001 person, they said, you know what? We like on what you talking about. We'll go ahead and give you a shot. Guess what? KFC is internationally known. So I want you to think about that. I want you to think about if you're that person and you're watching this on the live or the replay and you're saying, you know what? I've been trying to get my business off the ground. I'm not getting enough clients. Nobody's buying my product, right? Nobody's really watching my Facebook Lives. No one's really believing in me. I want you to remember where individuals like Colonel Sanders, like Jeff Bezos, like Tony Robbins, fill in the blanks, right? History has a number of different people, right? You can either look at failure and just say, you know what, that's it. It's over. I'm a failure. I suck. I'm a loser. Or you can say, you know what, this is not the end of my story. This is setting up for a comeback story. Why? Because I'm a champion. And you believe it. So just two things I just want to go ahead and point out, and then guys, I think my time is up from this point. So number one, I'm a part of a full service entertainment company called Mupo Entertainment. If you haven't been checking as far as like my Facebook Lives or stories, guys, we're basically interested, for anyone that's interested in as far as having like a TV show. If you have an idea or a concept in which you know is going to be an absolute hit, now is definitely the time. We have a great promo going for you. $2.99 for the whole entire year to have your show. You will be grandfathered in. You would get phenomenal exclusive benefits and everything else in between. Starting in August 1st, it will be $7.99 for the whole year. So if that's something which that you're interested, definitely let's have a conversation. We are growing tremendously. You don't want to miss out. And also too, for those individuals that have a vision, they're looking as far as to make things happen, right? They have something that's very deep inside of them, but they need help. And they're serious, and they're open, and they're coachable. I have a promo right now. I'm taking 2 clients, $99. Guess what, guys? We ain't even gotta be on the phone long, but the stuff that I'm gonna go ahead and provide to you, let me know as far as on what your issue, what you need help on, what you're struggling with. I promise you, the stuff in which that I'm gonna be pouring into you, it's gonna be like night and day, and it's gonna help blow up your brand, your business, your visibility. If that's you, 2 clients, $99. Here's the kicker. You have to be willing, you have to be open-minded, and you have to be coachable. Most importantly, you have to be willing to do the work. If that's not you, don't worry about it. It's cool, it's all good, I still love you. But if that's you, let's have a conversation. And until then, I appreciate each and every single last one of you that gave me love, that wished me as far as like a speedy recovery. I feel a whole lot better and I appreciate it. So stay tuned for tomorrow for day 14 of this Facebook Live series. We want to keep this show rocking and rolling. And if what I stated on here with Blinky, of course, can't forget him because he helped me pave the way. So shout out to Blinky, guys. If what we stated on this live either motivated, transformed, or inspired at least one person, to make God be the glory, and we take no credit for absolutely none of it. Until then, you're all amazing. By His grace and mercy, we look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Say bye, Blinky. Peace and love, everyone. Later.